I want the Attitude Era because it had bra and panties matches. This era doesn't have bra and panties matches. I want to see Liz Morgan in a bra and panties match. I also want to see Becky Lynch in Natalia in one. Maybe not Natalia. Fuck Natalia. Let's go Maxine Dupree. She's in my bra and panties match.
Okay, I have a few issues with this, and let's get off the first reason because I actually agree with Jordan Grace entirely on this. But then we're gonna get off to the overarching issue that I have with the IWC because it's so hypocritical. Interviewing mentally disabled people you know are going to say some off the wall, socially unacceptable shit for views. And by the way, is it really that off the wall? And I'm gonna explain why is it really that off the wall in a minute. And it's because of the women's wrestlers themselves why I don't really even consider this that off the wall. But it gets to a point. Yeah, I agree. It's he's special ed. He's gonna say some shit. And this guy's defense, it's on here right here. This guy's defense is, oh, he asked the interview, dude. You should damn well fucking not to do that. I would never fucking put that on my channel. It's just corny. And even then, it's kind of fucked up that people have taken it to the point of giving this guy death threats. When in all honesty, I'll be fucking real. The women's wrestlers are just as dirty as the fans half the damn time. Yes. Oh, you're gonna hate me when I say all this, people, but let's actually keep it a buck here. I said it right here. I said, am I wrong here? And by the way, everything I just said is a fact. And I'm going to actually list some examples. I remember this post. I have a really great memory as someone who is actually semi-retarded myself, ADHD and all. I remember a post between Deonna Purrazzo and Emma. I forget her indie name. Apologies, but you guys know who Emma is. And it was the match that they had. It was for the Knockouts title. And I swear to effing God, there were 3 to 4 posts showing pictures of them grabbing each other in predicaments, in very suggestive places, to tell you the truth. Including one where I think Emma put her hand right. No, actually, Deonna like had her hand right, oil checking. If you guys know what in actual, what's it called? Like actual Greco and mat wrestling, they call it oil checking when you kind of grab the crotch area. I shit you not, it happens. They call it oil checking. It happens when you're trying to gain leverage, and it's not sexual, believe me. But they were making jokes about it because it's funny. It's dirty and disgusting. It's dirty as fuck. Also, I even said here, Nia Jax, and this is a true story because Rhea Ripley herself confirmed this in an interview. Also, I pretty much kind of knew just because it's Nia, and I know Nia's a complete fucking. It's Nia, so yeah. I knew Nia pretty much asked for this. Rhea shoved her ass barefaced into Nia Jax's, into Nia Jax's face, like, poof, right in there. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna act as though impurity checking, call out the women's. No, I have no problem with that. What I have a problem with is when some guy goes and says some shit like panty matches. He's special ed, and you people want a fucking purity check, impurity test, impurity bitch. Oh no, the poor women's wrestlers. They're being exploited. Oh my god, they're being gooned on. Yeah, no shit, moron. It's the point. Wrestling sex sells. I'm sorry to give y'all this sad reality, but Jordan Grace herself, funny enough, on this thread, has a picture, and I would love to show it. I just don't want to get fucking like age restricted, so I'm not going to, because I'm not getting age restricted for this shit. It would get age restricted, not gonna lie. But it's a picture of her with cake on her boot. Now she might be wearing a bra and underwear underneath. I don't know, but it's very It's suggestive. There's literal. I don't believe she is though. She has cake, okay, like cake all over her all over her breasts, and then in the crotch area, cake there too. Now I think at least in the crotch area, she wearing. I would hope it's not bare. Please, that is a disaster. But yeah, that it's a suggestive photo. Jordan Grace herself. I've seen suggestive photo. I mean, literally, Elena Black is back in wrestling, and she just did OnlyFans. Sex sells. Now, granted, she didn't do any nudity, but it doesn't really matter. Sex sells. It just does. So I frankly don't understand why we are at this point where we think wrestling is holy sanctity. Wrestling is a degenerate, disgusting business, and it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be degenerate as fuck. It's supposed to be Gooner City. I'm sorry to give y'all this sad reality, but enough of the purity checking. It's fucking stupid. I have to be that guy because it's the truth. I mean, literally. That Deanna literally made a post because Jordan had a pretty viral moment happen again because it's Jordan of her doing a Bronco Buster through the ropes on Jade, and it was again joked about. Once again, joked about it. It's a ha 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 thing, and Deanna Purrazzo literally hits like quotes a tweet and says, "Damn, Jordan, you couldn't have done this when we were wrestling." Again, insinuating that she wanted Jordan to do lesbian type, you know, little lesbian-esque type moves. It's a joke. But also these women know exactly what sells. So I don't understand the purity checking. It's fucking stupid. We're all adults here. You these Gen Z little bitches want a purity check, but then they're the first people to defend doing sex work. You can't have it both ways where you're mad at Gooners, right? You're mad at Gooners, you hate Gooners so much, but yet you defend OnlyFans, you defend Cora Jade provoking Gooners. I don't understand it. Where's the line here? Here's a line for normal people. Yes, you can goon and look but not touch. It gets to but it crosses the line the minute you start harassing these women, you start going after their pages, you start having delusional thoughts. And granted, this happens with the men too, as Jey Uso. When you're sitting having a schizophrenic fever dream and your Instagram account is making up literal stories and posts that you think that you are actually actively in a relationship with Jey Uso who doesn't even know your existence, well, then that's a fucking problem. And that's when the line is crossed and needs to be reeled the fuck back in a little bit, and we need to start having conversations about mental health. But that's pretty much the only time I can think of here. That's like one of the only times I can really think of. So, yeah. That. And again, I'm not gonna sit here and purity scold and woke scold. It is what it is. I don't really condemn the women for doing it. Make your paper. Do what you got to do, baby. We've always had that fucking line here on the channel. Whether it's me, Chris Mack, or just me. Make your paper. But just don't sit there and be the type of bitch to go out there and trash on Gooners for gooning when that's your business and you provoke that. You got to take accountability for that. Don't want to be sexualized? Then don't fucking do work that sexualizes you. Don't sexualize yourself. And to me, it's never about who's sexualizing what. It's about, sorry, it's not about if you're being sexualized. It's about who sexualizes you. If someone that was like, attracted themselves sexualized, oh, then it's just whatever. Or another woman sexualizes you, it's whatever. See, other women can sexualize other women for the most part, and no one cares. You know what I mean? It gets to a point where it's like, it's dumb. It's redundant. All right? I'm sick of watching people talk shit about, oh, you watch NXT, so you're a gooner. Okay, motherfucker, but how are you a wrestling fan and this is like your first introduction to sexuality in wrestling? Are you like gay? Or are you inept? Are you closeted? I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, what the fuck? You have Stephanie Vaquer fucking pointing, actually straight up pointing to Booker T before he does the devil's kiss so he can goon. It's the joke. Everyone's a gooner, man. That's the whole point in wrestling. It's sex sells. Lita, Trish, they all know the business. This whole purity angle you guys tried was always never going to work because there's never such thing. Yes, should there have been, did it go overboard at times? Yes, I think the women should have their autonomy to set the rules on that. But they obviously are not opposed to it. So what's wrong with bra and panty matches? Let's be fucking real. We're already like 1/2 foot step in with what they wear half the damn time anyways. Liv Morgan shows off her ass like a motherfucker. She knows she got ass back there. So she shows it off. Is it a bad thing? No. It sells. I'm not going to fucking shit on that. Rhea Ripley, again, aforementioned, shoving her own ass cheeks into the face of Nia Jax. I have a good feeling that Jordan and Nia are going to do some shit that's probably obscene. I know that those live shows, whew, good Lord. It happens, is what I'm saying. I mean, Priscilla Kelly, a great example. until she went a little overboard, but even still, sex sells. It is what it is. These women wear tight outfits. They know what they're doing. That's the point. That's why I appreciate the ones like Tori Wilson are like, yeah, I'm. And by the way, Tori Wilson, who still has it, by the way, still got it. Tori Wilson, to this day, still got it. Same with Trish. Trish. That fucking that was it that Christmas photo shoot she did, looking like an anime character. Oh my god, like, damn, that shit. And guess what? It's totally done with the emphasis on, yeah, I know you're gonna fucking lust over this. Lust in wrestling goes hand in hand. So please stop with the purity shit. You guys are full of shit. You sound like retards, if anything. You don't call it the women. If you're gonna do that, I guess call it the women. Even then, it would be stupid. By the way, try and call it the women in this. It's dumb. Just shut up. I'm not saying that you can't fucking that people don't go overboard. Oh, they do. You call those fans out, but stop getting on people who admire and goon a little bit. It is what it is. At some point, bro, you can't just ignore it. I can't ignore all that shit. Even the most technical wrestlers like Deonna Purrazzo shows off her ass, and she knows it, and she's open about it. She's like, "Yeah, I will show off my ass. I do photo shoots. I know." She stick back there and shows it. Guess what? It's okay. It's all a part of the game. So stop. I don't understand how it was so obscene what he said. You might actually, I guarantee you, if I were to ask Priscilla Kelly, if I were to ask some of these women, would you be open to doing it? They probably would do it. If it was for the right amount of money, hell yeah. If you were to say, if it was for this amount of extra bonus, would you? Yeah, they do it. Because they're already pretty much doing it to an extent anyways. The only thing is, they just want to do it in a way where I guess they don't have to like go too full out with a pillow fight. That's whatever. You could argue semantics. But I guarantee you, it would not be as bad as you think. The women just set their own terms now in the sexuality. And I think that's fair. But can we please stop with this purity shit? In this business, you need to stop. They know what they're doing. So let them do it. And stop being a bitch, man. Like, stop it. Oh, I hate being a wrestling fan. I'm sorry, but like, shut the fuck up. You're in the wrong business if you're going to fucking purity check wrestling fans. You need to stop. Some of us have had our first fucking manhood moments, if you will, because of this business. Rest in peace, Ashley Mazzaro, by the way. Yeah, no shit. It is what it is. Fuck. Even like the most like feminist purity icon you could think of, like China, did porn. I wish she didn't, but it is what it is. One of the only ones I really think of that didn't actually show it off like that might have been Beth Phoenix, and even then, she probably had photo shoots herself for all we know. So, enough of the purity checks, enough of the purity testing, enough of it. Enough's enough. All right, all these women know what they're doing. And stop scolding people. You look like an idiot. Okay.